What is up, you guys? Glitchiz here, coming at you with an all-new Dauntless video. I know I've been gone for a minute. It's been about a week and a half since my last post. I just recently came back from a much-needed vacation. I was seeing some friends and family members that I haven't been able to hang out with in a long time. Had an amazing trip, went camping, caught a lot of fish, saw some amazing sunsets. But on the vacation, two really big things happened that are really exciting that I wanted to share with you guys. First and most importantly is I recently landed a new job with a company called Mars doing visual effects work. For those of you that don't know, prior to me starting this YouTube channel, I was actually a professional compositor and visual effects artist in the film and game industry. This particular company specializes in television work, which is still just as fun. They've worked on things like WandaVision, Shadow and Bone on Netflix. They did the Watchmen television series, so some really cool projects that I'll potentially have the chance to be a part of. So I can't wait to start that. That starts next Monday. But the other big news is the channel officially hit 2,000 subscribers. And not only did we hit 2,000, but we actually got to almost 2,100, almost 100 extra subscribers by the time I got back, and I wasn't even uploading videos. So I appreciate your guys' support. It means the world to me. Really helps this channel out. And to show my appreciation, I'm going to be doing a $50 giveaway. To join that, all you guys have to do is become an official Glitch Gang member on the Glitch Gang Discord. Links will be down in the description. Just click that, join us. We got hundreds of people in there, always looking for new Slayers to hunt with. It's a really great group of people. And once you're in there, we have a giveaway channel, which as soon as this video uploads, I will be posting the link for the giveaway. You just hit that reaction button to join, and I'll probably let it run for about a week or so, and hopefully you'll be the lucky winner. But yeah, that's for you guys. I appreciate all of your support. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. That being said, we're home now. It's time to get back into that content. And what better way to start it off than some patch notes with the new content that's dropping as of today. I tried logging into Dauntless, but it's actually in the process of updating and reloading right now. So these updates that I'm going over in this video are what's going to be live within the next few minutes. So right now we have 1.6.4 going live. Some controversial things that you may or may not like. First and foremost, we have the lore. They updated Ark and Drew and Middleman's journal entries to reflect the recent information regarding the past and future origins. That came with patch 1.6.3 in the Chronovore lore. So pretty interesting stuff there if you give it a read. For balance changes, and this is kind of a big one, the Blitz tonic now grants a flat plus 15% attack speed boost, where previously it was a range between plus 10 and 30% based on how much health you had missing. So for those low half-life builds, it's actually getting a little bit of a nerf, but for the full life builds, it's going to give us a little bit of a buff because it's going to be a little more effective now, regardless of what your health is at. So a little interesting there. I'll have to do some more testing to see how much more viable it is. It's still a very useful tonic, and I pretty much use it regardless. But that's a nice little update and balance change there. This one is a little more controversial. The Sword's Ardent Cyclone special now spins at a fixed rate, regardless of attack speed perks and buffs. It was good in the sense that if you had too much attack speed at times, similar to the Warpike, the sword would actually just not do damage. But now that it's a fixed rate, you should see consistent damage throughout. It just may not have any bonus damage based on attack speed buffs and things like that that we were getting previously if the bug wasn't happening. So kind of a buff and nerf at the same time. And they kind of had similar issues with a few other weapons with this that we'll go over in a minute. For quality of life, players can now make reward cash purchases while in the hunting grounds. As for bug fixes, they fixed an issue where dodging through Cascade perk pickups would sometimes count as a perfect dodge. It was far from perfect, and attacks cannot be critical strikes, such as hits from grenades will no longer remove the guaranteed critical strike buff granted by the Pulse perk. So that was one issue that people were running into. Ticks from the grenade or from your little drone were proccing that drone, or the buff rather, from the Pulse cell, which can be really annoying. It's kind of tricky already as it is to get that perfect timed hit. So making that more consistent is pretty nice. As for the Cascade perks, the biggest issue with that I know is probably from Chain Blades, which we'll be going over next. Players will no longer be invulnerable after stopping a chain push combo before 1 second of invulnerability carried over if the chain push was cut off with a light or heavy attack. And they fixed an issue where the chain push attacks would get stuck on the ground if triggered during a dodge. Also, with the Chain Blades, going into the previous gameplay note, is if you were doing that air dodge through your popping Cascade buffs, it counted as successful dodges and you would trigger that more frequently, which wasn't supposed to be the case. So that did balance out that Cascade perk with the Chain Blades in particular. For the Warpike, and this is a big one, they fixed an issue where high attack speeds would temporarily stop dealing damage during the Warpike's Piercing Flurry combo. The Piercing Flurry combo, however, now has a set number of attacks regardless of attack speed buffs. So before, you could do a ton of damage if the bug didn't proc because you just had so much attack speed, but you risked the chance of not getting any damage because you were going too fast. Now it is a standard set number of attacks that are done every time. The damage numbers should be a lot more consistent. So that's good in the long run, but you are no longer going to be getting bonuses from attack speed buffs. Moving on to Behemoth changes, the Chronovore's eyes now glow when it is enraged. You won't like them when they're angry. And they polished the Chronovore's flight animations for smoother transitions and expanded the Chronovore's hitboxes to make sure the wings are hittable. Now, there's also been some great videos out there to show positioning and builds to get those wing breaks really easily. It does take a little bit of setup and positioning to know just how to throw it, but with these changes and the increase to the hitbox on the Chronovore's wings, in the long run for the generic Slayer, it should make getting those wind breaks a little bit more easy. So that's good. For Valamir, they fixed a bug where Valamir's sound effects continued to play after he was defeated. Moving on to the Hunting Grounds, they fixed various invisible collisions and clipping issues in the Paradox breaks. Fixed a bug where the proper music was not playing in the Hunting Grounds. For escalations, they fixed a bug where encounters outro music would play prematurely. We're still getting issues where we're falling through the map. So hopefully they're still looking into that. That's kind of an ongoing thing. There's always random ones that happen all the time. For performance, they reduced out-of-memory crashes across all platforms, not just the Switch, reduced hitching across all platforms, and improved performance on Nintendo Switch to reduce crashes. For UI updates, changed references of critical hit to critical strike in the Pulse's perk text. Reckless Leap's moveset or move list entry now has the correct interrupt icon. The DPS meter in the training grounds will now be visible to all players for real this time. Added the correct quest icon to the Unbreakable Die quest on Frostmarch, and fixed a bug where the Chronoslayer event pass was not showing the correct XP values. Last but not least, for cosmetics, they improved the Death, Reliquary, and Chronovore armors to reduce clipping when mixing and matching pieces with other armor sets. So not too many big fixes. I know originally in my previous video in the roadmap update, we were supposed to be getting the portals in 1.6.4, but that is put on the back burner. Phoenix Labs said that they didn't want to bring that out until they had a more stable reason and ability to bring it into the game and have purpose to it. So that is kind of put on hold temporarily. Not sure when it's going to be coming out. But yeah, not too many big changes, but the changes to the weapons this time around were probably the biggest ones. The speed changes and consistent damage output on the pike, chain blade dodges, and the sword may or may not make those your mains anymore. I know I pretty much main the sword and hammer, so these changes are going to be definitely a change of pace. I'm going to have to see how much of an impact the updates had on it. But all in all, not too crazy of an update. That being said, with 1.6.5, we do have some big changes coming up. The exotics are coming back. We've got some new lore items that we're going to have to hunt down. But all in all, the game's in a really good place, and I like what they're doing with it. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, you found it informative, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below. I appreciate your guys' feedback. And as always, if you're not a member of the Glitch Gang, be be sure to click those links down in the description, join the Glitch Gang Discord. Not only is there hundreds of Slayers in there that would love to find more players to hunt with, but like I mentioned in the intro, we are doing a $50 giveaway for hitting 2,000 subscribers. So thank you all again for the support. But yeah, hope you guys had a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you're looking to join a killer community of like-minded gamers, then be sure to click the link in the description and join the Glitch Gang Discord server. We continue to grow every day, and it's filled with all your favorite game discussion channels, as well as several LFG channels to help you find that perfect group for your next hunt or raid. Lastly, if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with all my future content, then consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Hope you all had a great day, and I will catch you on the next one.